Hey, what's going on, guys? This is a trade recap going over AUS, Swiss franc, CHF. If you guys watched my last one, they'll look kind of similar because I took them around the same time. Pretty similar setups. Let's just restart this just so we can see exactly what's going on here. So if we zoom out, all right, what do we see? We see that trend is coming down, okay? So the overall trend of the market is heading down. So obviously shorts make more sense than buys coming through here, right? All the way up through here even. Trending down, trending down. Obviously it's going to make more sense to short sell than to buy. So now we know that our bias is looking for shorts. Now let's just zoom in. So before I took the trade, let's go into trade replay here. Would have been about right here. We'll skip one bar. Okay. Perfect. So what do we see? So we know that we are in this downtrend right here, right? Now if we zoom in on the price action here, what do we got? You can see that we got this 8-hour head and shoulders right here. We got a left head, or left shoulder, head, right shoulder. We got our neckline, and we break through the neckline like that, right? So this is what we call head and shoulders. So not only do we got the neckline here of the head and shoulders, we also got our 8-hour order block. Right, it's the green candle before an explosive move down, okay? So this up candle right here before this explosive move down. And to make it even better, we also got a gap here in the market. So basically just all this inefficiency right here needs to get filled in. So gaps usually help with confluence. Whenever you have your gap in your order block, it's always a good sign because that means your order block hasn't been tapped in yet. So I seen this and I said, okay, I'm gonna look to get short here. I put my stop loss, or I put my entry right at the bottom of that candle, put it right over the top of this candle, just for slippage or anything. You don't want to have it too tight because you'll get stopped out. So put it just a bit over, but not too high that it can affect your risk reward. Okay. Neckline. Okay, so target. I'm just gonna let this play out a little bit because I wanted to show you guys something. So what do we got right here? This is what you call a double bottom or equal lows, okay? So every time you see this, we'll call it liquidity for this. So this is a double bottom, liquidity, equal lows, whatever you want to call it. Basically what this means is that everyone who traded this and everyone who long this has their stops under here. What does that mean? That means that there is a lot of stop orders sitting under here. So normally what price does is it will gravitate to these areas to take out all these stops before moving up. Okay, so you want to set your take profit right here because you know price is going to come here like a magnet and you know that price is going to attract here. So that'll be where our take profit is. Stop loss right above the high entry right at the bottom of that candle. You also got 21 EMA here, and then you also got the neckline of this head and shoulders. Perfect. EMA sellers, head and shoulders sellers, order block sellers. We have 3 different kinds of traders trading into this block right here with the confluence of price already coming down. Makes sense. Doesn't that make sense, guys? It's almost perfect. So if we just let this trade play out, perfect. Right, bounced off right where we said it would, at a 2 to 3. So this is a 1 hour trade for me. So $2,000. 1 hour. 1 hour, $2,000 times 2.3 R. I made about close to $5,000 from this trade, which is pretty good because it played out probably about 2 days, I would say. 1, 2, 3, 4 days, or 3.5, I guess. Played out in about 3.5 days. Made almost $5,000 off this trade. One thing I also want to show you guys is if we kind of zoom in here, right? Just get rid of this. Let's go back. So a lot of people would see price come into our entry, come down, and then they would see price start to recover here and get scared and take profits. But what I seen here was we have a nice bear flag trend coming up like this, okay? So this is your standard bear flag. This is just price consolidating after a big long move before having another move down. Okay, so instead of me getting scared as we started to move back into out of profit, right? So if this is my entry and I was down here at almost a 1 to 2, price ended up coming back to 1, right? So I lost on a 1R. But I knew with just some patience that price was making a bear flag and was just loading up for the next move down, which is what we've seen, right? So basically, this is what we've seen. Price broke down, and then it happened right here again, so you can expect the same thing. And the market moves like this when it's trending. So this is just what I was expecting on the pullback, so I didn't get fumbled on my position there. Just something you kind of learn with trading, just a little intuition, and you guys will start to pick up on stuff like that. But yeah, cancel this. Ended up breaking out of this consolidation, right? Continued the move right down to our take profit, which was down here. Okay, so by doing that, I ended up saving, right? If I would have took profit up here, oh, my bad. If I would have took profit up here and got shook down in my position, I would have made a 1R. But because I knew this was just making another bear flag to go lower and held, I ended up holding for 2.4R, which is a quite drastic amount, right? Especially when you're trying to scale your account or you're dealing with a bunch of money. Try and take as many R's as you can get. And this was something that definitely gave me confidence to hold out. And I know a lot of people would have got shaken out of their position. For the future, this is actually another trade I probably will be looking at taking. Maybe by next week this will be ready. I'll let you guys know. It's basically the same thing, right? Trend line, big breakdown of the trend line. We have a big order block here. Let's wait for price to pull back in here. We'll have our limit orders in here, and then catch this next wave down. Right? And just keep catching this wave down. So this will be a trade that I will look for next week. But pretty simple, guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Let's just do this just to show you guys. Okay, so trend line, breakdown, retest into the breakdown. Okay, we have our trend line, we have our up candle, explosive move down, we have our gaps, we have price pull back in to our order block and sell down. Exactly what's happening here. We have our trend line, we have our up candle before our explosive move down, we have this inefficiency in here that needs to get filled. So what we want to see is for price, pull into our order block and do the exact same thing, sell off. Does that make sense, guys? We're just taking the same trade we took up here, just down here, right? And then by the time this comes back, this EMA might even be in here. We'll see what happens, but I'm still going to take it regardless, because we're also going to be retesting this trend line, so we'll be getting any trend line traders as well. So that'll be enough confluence. And this just looks really weak, right? This looks like this price action tried to come back up, but now it's just going to end up rolling over into a capitulation. Okay, so what you're probably going to see here is price rolling over and then bouncing up like this. But it looks like right now price is in the midst of rolling over and getting weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker until it bounces like this. So for the meantime, I'm going to be looking for shorts on this. It just makes most sense. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me. I know how tough it is when you're lost in trading and you're just not sure where to go or who to learn from or what to learn, because there's just so much information out there and it's just all clutter. Best thing you could do is just find one mentor. It doesn't even have to be me. It can be anybody. Pick one guy that you trust and which looks like he has a profitable strategy, and just learn that one thing, right? You only need to learn one strategy to make it in trading. And that's where most people get things wrong. They want to learn every single strategy and not master any of them, and you're just going to end up losing money, right? The best thing to do is just master one strategy that you know makes money. In my case, order block trading is definitely my bread and butter, is looking for these big impulsive moves and then capitalizing off of them, right? But oh yeah, even this one. I think I actually might have even taken this one at one point. We have this big untouched order block right here. Led to this explosive move up. Hasn't been tapped in. So when price came in, I had my limit order sitting right here. Ended up catching this move up. But yeah, like I was saying, guys, any questions, just let me know. I know things can be pretty confusing. Find one mentor, learn from him, learn his strategies. Don't bounce all over the place, guys. One thing I do like with my strategy is that it's more of a swing trading strategy. So I don't have to get up at 7 a.m. in the morning, 6 a.m. in the morning, like a lot of these scalpers who only trade the first couple hours of the market, which is okay if that's what you like doing. But what I don't like about that is how you got to get up at a certain time, be there for a certain time, and then you're caught scalping. So you're in and out of trades, 15, 20, 30 minutes. Things are just so volatile. That's just not the style I like. When you're scalping, your win rate's definitely a lot lower, which kind of affects your mental. Unless you are super good at it, which people are, but it's an incredibly hard skill to learn. Otherwise, if you kind of swing trade like me, which is what I like, you can see your trades ahead of time, right? Like exactly what I was talking about. I seen this was playing out. All I had to do was set my limit order the night before, right? Go to bed, wake up, in profit. That's it. I don't got to be looking at the computer all day. I don't got to be waiting for something to happen to capitalize on. I just got to look for a setup, set my order, get off the screen, go on with my day. And I definitely think that that is the best thing for me. And that's kind of why I crafted a strategy like this. But yeah, all in all, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like all the content, make sure to like and subscribe. Go a long way. Leave any comments if you have any. And I'll keep posting these for you guys in the future.